Welcome back. A little bit of computer glitch there for a second. We are going into game 2 of this game against Bogan Dragonheart. Considering whether this is a keepable hand or not. Definitely need to get into black. Nothing to cast on. I think we mulligan. This is too slow of a hand. Alright, double blue. Into Field of Research is good. Dreadworm. Falconer. Alright, so we're going to keep this. And it's either Dreadworm or Falconer that goes to the bin. I think we're going to stick with the Flyers and go Dreadworm. I didn't do any sideboarding where you're just playing the same deck right back, hoping again to just get a good mix of creatures, draw into our removal. Didn't see anything too crazy from the opponent, although we're now aware of some of their combat tricks that showed up late game. Alright. Play a land, pass the turn. To wrap up the story, Zoria's Control became the deck that I started playing in Standard Ranked, and it was a really big deal because I remember I had mentioned that I wanted to get to a place where I could play a control deck, and I definitely didn't play it super well to start. Watching content creators, how I'm sorry, I'm going to mess up his name every time. Played the deck, and for the first time I went up the ladder and made it to gold. And then from there, I've been addicted to playing the, in my world as a casual player, the higher level of play that is the standard ranked queue in Arena. So after Teferi got banned, did another reiteration of Azorius Control. When Sharknado came out, Shark Typhoon is one of my favorite cards. I really loved that card. Just making flying sharks just makes my heart happy every time I'm able to do it. So tough decision here. Do we go ahead and Field of Research and get some more cards in our hand? Or do we Skydance or Ambush where the opponent off to a faster start? We want to make sure that we have land so we can get the Diviners down, so we're going to go ahead and take the hit next turn and go ahead and ensure we got good stuff in our hand. And no land, no attack. We don't want to just attack into the Survivor. So anyhow, the two, I haven't been playing that all that long. Again, casual Magic player, don't play all that often. But then after the ban of Teferi, kept throwing with it, and eventually that kind of tapered out. The Yorion deck was a lot of fun, like I said, with Sharknado. Alright. Still no land. That is super unfortunate in our hand, but we're up to 4 now, which means we can cast everything but the Falconer. A 3-2 is still going to be a trade. Let's Mind Snare. Let's continue to take the hit and try to take resources away from our opponent and then catch up that way. Hopefully we can turn the corner. So then I discovered Simic Adventures a little bit late. So shout out to EGB. I discovered the deck on his channel. Do we go ahead and Bubble Snare here? That flyer is kind of beating us up, and we have flyers, and we don't want to make trades. We're going to go ahead and Bubble Snare. Hopefully that's not a mistake. No attack. What do we end up getting off of that Mind Drain? Pressure Point and Skeleton. Okay, sure. Oh, and they held on to Yasharn. So now we got to deal with Yasharn, and we're going to need removal to do so. So about a week and a half after CGB put the deck up on his channel, so shout out to him for creating really good content. I enjoy his channel very much. I jumped in, even though there was already a whole bunch of hate against that deck, especially the Lucky Clovers. I'd never played with Uro, But that deck was a complicated deck that to me played much like a control deck in a way. Just so many avenues to play. Really enjoyed that deck. Was so sad when they crushed my dreams of playing that deck into the future after Zendikar when they banned Hero, which I know for other people probably tired of Hero. Let's see here. Diviner is good. Do we have another rogue? We do. So actually what's probably better here is Skulker for the death touch against Yasharn. And that leaves us 3 blue, which then we can't do anything with. Falconer, I don't really want to trade with you. Threatening a 4/4 is good though. 3/2. Alright, let's Falconer, and then knowing that we're probably going to take 4 damage on this next turn. We want to keep this as a jump blocker or go ahead and get in for damage. Sure, let's be aggressive. Why not? So I was able to get up to the platinum tier in ranked, which for me was a big deal. With the Simic Adventures deck and really enjoyed that. And then of course after the bans, the new set broke, I got into just drafting, which brings us up to present day. I wasn't playing any standard as I was waiting to see what was going to happen with bans, and of course I could have taken that Simic Adventures deck and jumped on the bandwagon and just played Omnath. 5/5. That hurts. Down to 9 in this game. This one might be getting away from us. So now that the ban list is out, Omnath is gone, Adventures is completely crushed with the Lucky Clover banning as well. We'll be looking to get back into some standard play with the new decks. I built some over the weekend and am back up to the platinum level. So we'll be looking to enjoy the competitive magic that is supplied there. So nothing on the ground can come over without being a trade. If they swing out, then we can kill Yasharn and we take 3, 4, 5, 6. Brings us down to 3, which is still pretty rough. So I think what we do is we get in for 2 and hold that block. But I built mono green, which got me up to platinum, and then this last weekend I jumped on another bandwagon a little bit late and played rogues. Ironic that I'm playing kind of a rogue deck here in blue-black. Hopefully that was what the cards actually told me to do, and not that I just was familiar with those colors and those cards. But that brings us up to present day. So hopefully that was an enjoyable Magic story. Tells you a little bit about who I am as a casual player and why this video is so casual. Hope you're still with us and enjoying what's going on. Let's get focused in on this game and see what we can do to squeeze out a win. So I like storing Thought Thief here. Just as a flyer. Only 3 cards in the graveyard. Means we're away from that being dangerous. Expedition Diviner is probably the better play. We need more black mana, so we can double spell in black. Yeah, we control another wizard. So if that dies, or then at least we get to draw a card. Continue to just get in for 2, I think, is our mode of play here. We've got decent cards in our hand. We're going to build out our board continuously. Skulker doing a lot of work for us there on the battlefield, threatening Death Touch. And if we can get a good piece of removal here, I think we could turn the corner. Ooh, that's a problem. That's going right on Yasharn. I guarantee it. Now we have a 5/5 flyer. So if they offer us the trade, I think we actually have to take it here. They can't take both if we double block Falconer and the Diviner. And we've got more flyers in our hand. So this actually might be a decent way for us to turn the corner. Ooze I'm not too worried about in the current state of play. Opponent in the tank, thinking about whether it's worth sending in their flying Yasharn. What is Yasharn? Oh, yeah, of course, he's an elemental pig. Flying elemental pig! Watch out! So next turn, I think we're going to be looking to get this Thought Thief in. It would have been nice to do that in a flash situation, but every time we attack with the Trap Finder, that's going to start killing our opponent. We're a long way from the actual mill plant info cards. But that'll exponentially increase as we get Sky Dancers out. So we'll see if we draw land, we'll hopefully be black and allow us to double spell. Or if we get removal. Opponent really in the tank. Using a timeout. I don't understand what they're deciding on. Maybe this was a quick break to go talk to Mother Nature in a couple of long grinding games. So yeah, as I had mentioned, I've never had a pet before, never really cared about pets or sleep, but this guy is super cool. What's up, buddy? Never had one on my side. I feel like I'm just poking you in the chest. And that's just weird. Oh, and we do draw into the black mana. Alright, so what do we do here? Yep, I think our decision's already made. We're throwing Thought Thief on our turn. We safely do because our opponent does not have anything in hand. The trade's better for us in the defensive position. So they'll mill 2 cards. We'll get 2 more damage in. In turn, we will hold up Sky Dancer, hoping that we didn't just mill them into a card that they needed. So although we're playing a careful, slow game here, I do want to flash in a Sky Dancer so that we'll get only 1 trigger off of the Thought Thief, but getting the potential of more pressure in the air, I think is worth putting 1 down on the opponent's turn, knowing that we have 2 more creatures that will enact Trap Finder in play. So it's a slow, grindy way to play, but it's what we got in front of us right now. A bit of removal will really turn this game upside down for us and allow us to start really getting aggressive in the air. Opponent had enough. Alright. I will take the victory, viewing the battlefield here. So again, flash in Sky Dancer, and we would mill the opponent to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So not quite enacting Thought Thief, whatever we drew into. It'd be nice to be able to look at your top deck at the end of the game. Then we can Diviner on our turn, enact the Trap Finder, attack with the Trap Finder, get the mill trigger, and just continue that game and hope to draw into removal for the Yasharn. So thanks for sticking through 2 really long games. That was round 1 going in our favor. To be honest with you, we accidentally chose the best of the traditional draft where we're playing best of 3 games against our opponent. I meant to do best of 1 games, but here we are. And it's more apropos because this is what the style of play that I would be more used to playing in the Magic shop. So we will continue to play this out. There will be more videos to come. Stick with us if you want more of the gameplay, and we will catch you on the flip side.